Hey guys, what is up? Today I'm going to give you a review on the RK61 mechanical keyboard. This is a brilliant keyboard if you're looking for a mechanical, wireless, and really cheap keyboard that is still really excellent good quality. So first of all, I want to touch on what a mechanical keyboard is, because when I started researching it I had no idea, and most people I ask don't know what a mechanical keyboard is. So there's two types of keyboards, there's mechanical and there's membrane. When you think of a laptop, they're usually membrane keyboards, and the way they work is with a circuit, and each key is a pressurized plate on that circuit, if that makes sense. Whereas a mechanical keyboard is basically a plate with individual switches in them. So each key has its own system, if that makes sense. So it means that the mechanical keyboards are a lot more responsive. Mechanical keyboards also have a lot more customizability, because you can take out the keycaps and you can replace them, make them look different, add colors to it. You can change the switch, which means you give a different feel to the keyboard. I'll talk a bit about that later. But there's also a lot of different sizes of mechanical keyboards. So why did I choose the RK or Royal Kludge 61 keyboard? The reasons are, well, it's cheap. It's definitely cheap compared to all the other ones with the same specs out there. This one was way under, well, it's under $100 for you guys in America. It's something like 50 something American dollars, but it's like, I think 70 something Australian dollars or 80 something Australian dollars. Something like that. I'll put the price up on the screen. But yeah, it's a really budget keyboard, but still brilliant quality. So the reason I got this size keyboard, it's a 60% keyboard, was because I don't want a big one with the number pad and all that, but I couldn't find a 65%, I think it's 65% keyboard. They've got an extra function row and space for the arrow keys. Hey guys, Editor Jesse back here. I just wanted to correct myself because I obviously didn't do enough research in terms of the size of mechanical keyboards. This is the 60% keyboard, which means it hasn't got a dedicated set of arrow keys or a side key area there or a function row. Then there's 65% keyboards which have dedicated arrow keys, some keys on the side here, but don't have a function row either. Then there's the 75% keyboards which have the arrow keys, the side bar here, and the function row. So I just wanted to make that clear, but apart from that, let's get back to the video. So if you have a look at mine, it doesn't have the function row up the top. It has to use the numbers as the function row, but it also hasn't got dedicated arrow keys. You have to hold down the function key to use those. So yeah, that would be one downside to this keyboard because of the size. It has to use a few keys for a few different types of things, but this size is awesome for me because I can take it pretty much everywhere. So the Royal Kludge 61 or RK61 comes in two colors. There's black and white. They both look really cool, but I went for the white because that's the first one I saw and it's the one I like the most. They've also got RGB lighting. So the one I got at the moment, I haven't been able to download the RGB app or the software that you get on your computer to customize that. This software will allow you to change the colors, change different patterns. You can change individual key colors. With the lighting, that is, not with a keycap. But also it allows you to like change the different functions of the different keys. This is something that I really want to do, but for some reason my computer doesn't want to work. Whenever I try to download it, it just says it doesn't work. So that might be something to look out for. If you really, really need that RGB lighting, then you might want to go for a different one just in case this happens to you as well. Now to change the different flows of colors, if that makes sense, or the different lighting options, that is, you use the function key and the backslash or whatever you call that key above the enter key, and that changes to the different styles of colors. And if you use these other keys here, it will actually allow you to change the brightness and the speed at which it does this, well, this, what do you call it, a color thing, I can't think of the name. You probably get what I mean because I'll be showing some B-roll. But anyway, on to the next thing. Okay, so now to the switches. Switches in mechanical keyboards are something that I didn't quite understand for a while. But basically, you can change switches out in most mechanical keyboards, and what they do is, they do all the same thing in terms of when you hit the key, it does the same thing. It types. It puts the input it puts the key on the screen, if that makes sense. It does the same thing, so don't worry about that. But there are different types of key switches that sound and feel different. So the three main switch types. The three main switch types are red, blue, and brown. The things that make these switches different are these two properties, the tactile and the clicky, if that makes sense. Tactile means you can feel the bump at the end when it actually activates the key, and clicky means you can hear the sound as well. And so basically each color of switch is a different variation of these two properties. So red switches are called linear switches, which means they don't have any of these two properties. They don't have the bump or the tactile feel, and they don't have the clicky sound when the key activates. I don't know when you would want to use a red switch. It comes down to what you like the feel of the most, but I haven't come across anyone who actually prefers these red switches. Now the second type are brown switches, which don't have the clicky sound, but they have the tactile feel, the bump at the end when the key activates. These are great because it still satisfies you when you're typing, but it doesn't annoy everyone around you. Whereas the ones that I have are blue switches, and they have the tactile bump and the click at the end when the key activates. So I hope this all makes sense to you, and I hope I'm not rambling on about it too much, but basically each switch is a different feel and a different sound, and you get the ones that you want depending on what you like the feel of the most and where you're going to be using it. So if you're going to be using it in the library a lot or in an office, I would not get blue switches, which are the ones that I have, because they are really loud. I'll be doing a sound, not comparison because I only have blue switches, but I'll give you a sound example in a few seconds. But yeah, red switches are great if you don't want to annoy anyone because they basically make no sound, and some keyboards actually have a padding underneath which cushions the sound, which makes it even better. But yeah, go for brown switches if you're afraid of annoying people but you still want the satisfaction, because still having that tactile bump at the end, it just makes the typing experience a lot more pleasurable, and you just want to type more, which is always good for me anyway, because I like writing and stuff. So it's really good. Yeah, so choose whichever one you prefer, and based on your preference and where you like to work and stuff like that. But that's basically the three main types. There are other types of colors of switches out there, and there are different brands that make them. So each brand has a different variation of that same color. So red, cherry, MX, cherry MX red. I don't know how you say that. MX cherry red switches. I think that's how you say it, but that company would make them slightly different to another company who makes red switches, but they basically have the same properties. So another great feature that I love and use all the time in this keyboard is the different wireless connectivity to other devices. So if you hold down the function key, which is at the bottom right, and click on Q, W, or E, it actually has the numbers underneath it. You can connect to different devices. So if you haven't connected to a device before, you hold down function and that's the number that you want to change, and basically it will start flashing, and then you can pair it with a device within the Bluetooth settings. Then once you've paired with it once, basically you don't have to pair with it again. You just have to click the function key and the Q, W, or E key, and it connects straight away to that device. So basically this is really good with my workflow because I use a laptop and an iPad. So I have my laptop as the Q or number 1 and my iPad as the W or number 2, and I can just go and switch between one or the other. I do have my phone set up as the other one, but I don't like to use it on my phone that much because it doesn't make any sense to me. I'd rather type on my phone just like that, but you can use that if you want on a phone. Yeah. So the RK61's battery is pretty good. I've only had to charge it like 2 or 3 times since I bought it, and that's pretty good, and it doesn't take long to charge. If you're typing on it and the function key starts flashing, then you know that it's going to run out of charge pretty quickly. It means it's pretty much like 5% or 2% or something. So then all you have to do is get the USB-C connector and just plug that in either to your computer or to an outlet just that you charge your phone with. And the space key will flash 3 times if it still needs charging, or 5 times once it's charged. The thing that kind of annoys me with this is you have to unplug it and plug it back in to see if it's charged and just wait for it to flash 5 times. It doesn't flash 5 times over and over again when it's charged, if that makes sense. You have to actually unplug it and plug it back in again. So that basically sums up why I would buy it, but why you should buy it depends on your preference. What size do you want? What keys do you want to have? Like, do you want to have a function row and dedicated arrow keys? for me, the arrow keys don't really matter. I actually quite like the way it's set up. With this keyboard, if you click the function key and enter, it changes the functions of the arrow keys. And the only thing that would bug me when I'm using the arrow keys is in Notion, because I use the / key a lot, I have to hold down function and the / key, because otherwise it will do the up arrow. But otherwise, like, seriously, this is a brilliant keyboard. The color is awesome. I really like the white feel to it, and it's actually really solid. And it's because it's got these pads on underneath, it doesn't slide around very easily on your desk. Now, the keycaps are built for Windows. As you can see, it's got the Windows key, but you can easily use it on iOS or iPad OS, or Mac OS, of course. I use it on my iPad all the time, and basically all I have to do is change the Windows key to a command key in my head. That's just all I think of it as. And the Alt, I think, becomes Option. I'm pretty sure it becomes Option. I don't know what Control becomes. Is there actually Control on Mac? I can't remember. Probably is, but I'll put in the stuff in the description to the keyboard website where you can buy it. But yeah, I use this every day, literally every day. I use it with my iPad, my laptop, and occasionally my phone. For gaming, it's brilliant. For editing, it's really good. And just for normal typing, it's brilliant as well. And because of the size, it's really portable, so I just shove it in my backpack, and yeah, I'm sweet to go. So yeah, please leave me a comment below to tell me if you like the idea of having a mechanical keyboard versus a membrane keyboard. A lot of people prefer membrane keyboards just because there's not, just because that's what they're used to, sorry. But a mechanical keyboard, people who switch to that, me included, like I don't want to go back to a membrane keyboard, even though I have to use it with my laptop sometimes, or with other people's laptops. This mechanical keyboard just is so satisfying that it's kind of addictive. You just want to turn it off and just, go crazy. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are enjoying my videos, because I'm trying to get better, and I'm doing this for you guys. It's all for you guys. So please, leave a comment below, tell me how I'm doing, give me some feedback. I want to do some more tech reviews of certain things that I've got, so I want to get better at this type of stuff. So let me know how I can improve on these videos and anything that I might want to review. I'm also still doing vlogs, so can't wait for this next vlog. I think we're going to be doing a vlog on this Sunday. It won't come out this Sunday, and by the time this video goes out, it will probably already be Sunday, because I sometimes take a while to edit these type of videos. But yeah, I'm doing a vlog, and I'm probably going to post it and probably going to put it out there, so I hope you guys enjoy. Apart from that, follow me on Instagram, Jessels04. Don't ask why I'm got Jessels. It doesn't make sense, does it? But it doesn't matter. I don't know why. It just kind of sounded cool. Yeah, not really. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, so here I am again. I forgot to do a sound test. I am sorry for that. So I'm gonna take the mic off my shirt here and put it like right. Actually, no, I don't even know if I have to do that. But I'm gonna basically do a sound test, and I'm gonna show you how it sounds. Let me just turn off the thing. Okay, ready? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you